And this is Dear Love Talk time, where we answer to your questions. You can send your questions to questions@lovetalkshow.tv, and we'll be more than glad to answer to any questions you have about relationships. Those of you who are single or married, just keep them coming, okay? Let's go into the first question now. Question number 1, I'm 32 and have never really invested in my love life, as it wasn't my priority. Now, I would like to know how to approach someone. I'm afraid that I might be put down. It's my first attempt.
Okay.
Well, this is perhaps a picture, a scenario in which many people find themselves right now. Having a certain age, not necessarily 30 plus, maybe 40 plus, maybe even late 20s, I don't know, early 20s. But this is a typical thing we come across. People who don't really invest in their love life. They invest in so many other areas, career, I don't know. Some people even invest a lot in friendships, but when it comes to love life, they don't. However, investing in your love life is not necessarily having someone, finding someone. Okay, I'm going to invest in my love life. I need to find someone. No. Investing in your love life means investing in yourself. And many people don't have this understanding. They think that investing their love life is finding someone. I think that's what this person is having an issue right now, approaching someone. Oh, I'm 32 now, how do I approach someone? I mean, okay, I understand, perhaps due to the age or never really thinking about it and doesn't know how to handle perhaps a conversation or a relationship right now. But it's also about investing in yourself, preparing yourself, because if you don't do that, yes, time will pass and you're not going to know how to deal with those things and questions will arise.
And one thing that this person has to have in mind is the fact that she's 32 or he's 32 and never really invested in your love life. That means a lot of things. It doesn't mean only that you're not very good at approaching somebody. It means a lot of things. You never gave attention to your love life. So even if you do approach somebody and that turns into a relationship, you might not be ready to make that relationship work because love was not in your mind and now it is. So like you said, the first thing is you need to invest in yourself. Another thing that I'd say is the person says, I'm afraid I might be put down, turned down, I think is what they mean. It's a possibility. You know, there is no guarantee. There isn't something that we can tell you that do this and it's sure to work. Remove fear.
Exactly.
I think this is one of the things, especially you said that they mentioned the age. He mentioned the age. There's fear there.
And the fear is in that person. So you see, it's in you. So you need to get rid of that fear. Meaning you have to work on yourself first. Okay, you've reached that age, you have to get rid of the fear and you have to go for it, and obviously it might fail, it might not work, but doesn't mean it's the end of the road. Now, to those who have not reached that age yet, you have to start thinking about that, investing in yourself, working on yourself, you know, preparing yourself for that eventual relationship, you know. Otherwise, the time will come where you have a lot of money, perhaps a good career, you have a good job, and you don't know how to, not necessarily no love, but you don't know how to handle a relationship, right? So let's go into the next question.
I cheated on my husband. I love him a lot. Can he ever forgive me? Can our love grow back as it was before? Some people, when listening to this, reading this question, they might think there's a contradiction there. Because she says, I cheated on my husband, and then the second thing she says is, I love him a lot. Some people might think that one thing doesn't go with the other, but the truth is, in many relationships, it has happened that there was betrayal. Doesn't necessarily mean there isn't love. Now, her question is, can he ever forgive me? We don't know. It's possible. It's possible. Can our love grow back as it was before? I don't think things can be exactly like it was before. There was a betrayal there. Now you have to work together. You have to work on trust. There's going to be changes.
Instead of thinking about asking the question, will he ever love me again? That's not the right way to approach. The right way to approach is, okay, what can I do now to regain his trust, his love? I mean, I did something that hurt him. I need to get him back, okay? I mean, maybe he loves me, I don't know, maybe he doesn't love me as before, but let me see what I can do to regain his trust, to show him that I'm ready to work on it. Obviously, on the other hand, we expect him to, if he still loves her, to give her time to prove herself that she changed, that she's not the same anymore.
One other thing before you continue, sorry to interrupt, is that I think the first thing is, because she goes from, I cheated on my husband and I want him back. Mm-hmm. How can I get him back? Basically, that's what she's saying. But then there is a problem there. Why did you cheat on him in the first place? So there's problems in this marriage that won't be fixed.
She has to go to the root of the problem.
It won't be fixed just by getting him back.
Yeah. You may get him back, but you're still the same wife, the same woman. I mean, I'm not saying you're going to do that again, but what you did led to that, or the way you were led to that, pardon me. So then work on that, okay? Don't worry much about getting him back, okay? The question is, what can I do to show him that I'm a different woman, I'm ready to work on this relationship and make things work from now on, okay? And the third and final question is the following. Dear Luke and Rafa, when is the right time to get married?
That's a cute question.
Yeah. Well, we can't say, you have to be a certain age, this and that must happen. From a man's point of view, perhaps you can speak from a woman's point of view. If I'm a man, I'm thinking about getting married, then I have to think, first of all, am I ready to bring a woman under my responsibility? Because I'm going to be the head of a family, I'm going to be the head of a household, I'm going to be the leader, the provider, even if she works. So do I have a foundation already? I'm not only talking about money. Money is one of the things, secure job, business, whatever. Yes, that too. But it's not only being a leader, being the provider, it's not only about providing money or food or shelter. It's about being a proper leader, being ready to handle a family. I don't know if the person is willing to have children. It gets even more complicated. So from a man's point of view is this, okay, am I ready to take her from her parents' house, bring her into my house, and offering her at least the same as her parents are offering, or even better, in terms of protection, financially, and so on and so forth. So, okay, this is where I am. I'm ready for that. Then, I have those things, those attributes or whatever. Then I'm ready to get married, to propose and get to know the woman and get married, right? This is perhaps what you can consider being ready for a relationship or for getting married.
I'd say also, what's the right time to get married? I'm going to say what's not the right time to get married. If you want to get married because life as a single person is difficult, you're very lonely, you're very unhappy, so you want to get married so you find happiness, that's not the right time to get married. If you're not complete in yourself and you want someone to complete you, so there's something or a lot missing in your life, so you want to marry somebody, so that big part of you and that big part of your life is filled, that's not the right time to get married. There isn't a time. If you were dating, let's say, and you don't fit into this description that I just made, you're dating, you've been dating for a while, and you want to know when do I know is the right time to marry this person? There are many things that you need to consider, that you need to know about each other before making that decision. So I think the right time is when you have found out everything about that person. You have seen that person in various situations. You know their reactions. You know their flaws. You don't turn a blind eye to them, thinking after I get married I change him. But you see it, and things are good. You know that I found out everything I needed to know about this person, and this is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. When both of them come to that conclusion, it's the right time.
You have to analyze a lot of things. So it's about being ready, not only finding someone, but it's about being ready also yourself, ready for that commitment, and seeing that person also ready for that commitment. So I believe that's the way to go. Okay? So send us your questions to questions@lovetalkshow.tv. You can also get more information on our website, lovetalkshow.tv.